Good afternoon. Today we're going to look at how our fig tip cutting's done. Uh, some of them are doing pretty good, and some of them have lost their leaves, but none of them have died. Might be one or two, like this one right here, don't look too good. But the one right next to it, look how it rooted. You can see right above that, was that a node? Let's pull it out and look. It's about time to pot that one up. There's another one, we won't pot it up yet. Here's one with quite a bit on it. That would be, I'd pot it up. Looking in here, oh yeah, here's one back here. Got quite a bit of root on it. And I've just, sprayed them with a sprayer every day or so, every day. Well, got pretty good. Now they haven't all rooted, There's one ain't got nothing on it. But they're all still alive. There's one with several on it. But they's at least a half dozen or so in here. Here's one with quite a bit. Did I show that one? So, and yeah, some of them lost their leaf, but they'll still go on, and a lot of times they'll still root. So, looks like it's starting to be a success. Let's uppot some of these. Let's uppot this biggest one here. What tray is this in? This is tray number 1, and that'll be, that right there is I1. We'll look in our book here in a minute and see what it is. Over here, I like to try to put them down in here a little bit. I didn't quite fill it completely up with soil to start off with. But yeah, I want to get it on down in there, and then I can just put some more on top of it. Kind of bury that down in there real good. Okay, we'll set that aside. We'll water these in here in just a minute. See here, we need to find out what that is. You don't want to get that messed up. That was in the first tray, and that was I1. I1. That's a Smith. So we'll write Smith on here. Got a tree. Let's see what other ones in here that really need it. Here's one over here in tray 2. It's got quite a few on it. Let's put it in here. We'll just get it cut. We want to get it down in there good, but you want to make sure you still leave part of that above so it can grow. That'll come right on up and grow up out of there. Especially once we water that in, that'll wash it down and you'll be able to see that piece of wood. Alright, tray 2. That is in my C row, number 4. Let's see what that is. Oh, somebody might want that one. That's Moral Day Caneva. How about that? You always want to make sure you label these things. Alright, we'll do this one more time. Let's pick us out one more random one here. Here's one that had a bunch on it. It's got a lot of root. I like these ones that's got a lot of root. Or let's see, just you can see where this one here is even putting on a new bud. Let's see how much root it's got. That's enough root that I'd go ahead and You can see there at the bottom of it, it's even starting to put on some side tentacles, just like this one here is at the bottom too. Those are definitely, you want to get them potted up when they're like that. Down in there. But that'd be alright right there. Definitely want that tip there to be sticking up above that. And I wanted to show that it doesn't matter if the leaf falls off, they still will root. But I think they do better if they have some leaf on them. So there's got a leaf on it. You can see the roots down in there. So it doesn't matter if they lose their leaves, it's okay. Alright, well, I got these 3 here ready to water in, and I'd be pretty generous with them, because you don't want that little styrofoam thing in there, or it's not styrofoam, it's a sponge made of cocoa coir. You don't want that thing to dry out. I'll put a good pass in there, see if it's starting to drain through. We'll hit it one more time. Be pretty generous with them. And then since these are small like this, they'll go back. I'm gonna fill this tray out, and they'll go back in the house under light. And I buy these big tall domes. They have air vents on them, which in about a week or so you're going to want to open these air domes and start getting some air to them and start acclimating them to the air. But you can easily, can't get but 2 rows wide in this system, but that works pretty good, and it kind of keeps stuff from getting in and other stuff from getting out, and it keeps the moisture in there, and that'll give them some time to acclimate and root out more in their own dirt. We'll come back later on in a few weeks and have a look-see again at these trees. So, and that third one was called a Dom Gigantina that I potted up there a minute ago. I didn't look it up until after I switched over to do this. So there's this step on the tip cuttings. I hope some of you like this process and use it. Thanks for watching.